ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः. Namaskar. Hello everyone. So today we are back with our Vedantic discussions, but today I'm in a different role. I am not the one who is discussing the Vedantic concepts. But today Sreeja Munshi will be discussing a certain Vedantic concept, which is actually one of the most important questions that has been answered in the Advaita Vedanta philosophy, and that is regarding our real nature. Who am I is the question, and she will answer it today according to the Advaita Vedanta philosophy, following a certain Upanishad. So let's find out the answer to this. Over to her.
So as you can see that I have created a PowerPoint presentation for better understanding of this topic, because I think it's a very crucial topic, and it's a topic which is there in any spiritual seeker's mind. So I thought that through a presentation or through the slideshow, it will be easier for me to explain or give this lecture. So the topic for today is who am I? So today we are going to take us through this journey of knowing about our real self, who we are really. Okay, so let's move forward. So there is a source from which I have taken some facts and I have compiled it in this slideshow. And this is mainly from the Upanishads. This who I am or who am I, that question is very it's the core question which is being answered in all the Upanishads which is there. So mainly we are going through a Vedantic approach. So Vedanta is what? Vedanta is the teachings of the Upanishads. Okay, so Vedanta is the teachings of the Upanishads. Now, in one of the Upanishad named Muktika Upanishad, which is a list of 108 Upanishads, and in this 108 Upanishads, there are 10 or 11 major Upanishads, and mainly on this 10 principal Upanishads only, Adi Shankaracharya, he wrote his commentaries. Okay, so we will focus more on those Upanishads. So okay, now there is one Upanishad which is the smallest and also the toughest of Upanishad. This Upanishad is called the Mandukya Upanishad. See, Sri Hanuman asked Sri Rama that what is the way to mukti or liberation? And through this question only, this Upanishad gets the name of Muktika, because it answers the question of how to get mukti or how to get liberation. So basically then Sri Rama he answered to him by saying that for the liberation of those who want spiritual enlightenment, that is, those who want mukti, moksha, whatever you call it, Mandukya Upanishad alone is sufficient. That means this is the core Upanishad, and if one really reads it and understands it, realizes it, then one can attain moksha. He said that. And he also said that if not possible, then there are 10 principal Upanishads, including the Mandukya Upanishad. And if it is still not possible, then there are 108 Upanishads, starting with the 10 principal Upanishads. Okay? Okay. Now, in this Mandukya Upanishad, there are only 12 mantras. Only 12. Okay, but these mantras are extremely crucial and for the answer to who am I. Okay, so it is this Upanishad is found in Atharva Veda. So we all know that there are 4 Vedas. These are Rig Veda, Shama Veda, Yajur Veda and Atharva Veda. So in the Atharva Veda, there is this Mandukya Upanishad which consists of 12 mantras. Okay. We'll move on to the next slide. Okay. Now, out of this 12 mantra, there is one mantra in the Mandukya Upanishad which is considered as the core mantra, and I have taken up that mantra over here. This is the 7th mantra of Mandukya Upanishad, and it is considered to be the core mantra of the Upanishad. Okay, now let's begin the session with a story. This story is it's considered to be a Vedantic parable. This story was actually I heard the story from Swami Sharva Priyananda when in one of his lectures, where he said that while he was in Gangotri in the Himalayas doing his sadhana like a traditional Indian monk, and there he explained that life in Gangotri is very different, and there's nothing like after the sunset, there's like it is completely dark, there's no electricity, and everybody returns back to their caves and to their hut, and inside the hut he describes that it is so dark that when I'm lying and also there's no bed in the hut, so there's only one hut, and inside that there is 2 or 3 blankets which you can lay in the floor, and then you can lie down, and 2 or 3 blankets on top of you, that's all. And he said that if I'm lying down and if I move my hands in front of my eyes like this, I couldn't make out if I am if my eyes are open or it is closed. It's so dark, it's so dark over there. So he was saying that so I was doing my sadhana over there, and there was one sadhu over there, so with whom he used to go out for a walk after the lunch. And one day they were going for a walk after having lunch, and then lunch also they used to take like bhiksha. They used to sit outside the table, they used to take bhiksha, they used to have lunch, and then they used to go out for work. So then this sadhu narrated him this story, ye sach ya wo sach. Okay, so now we'll move forward with the story. Okay, this story is the story of Janaka Raja, Raja Janak. Now, one day Raja Janak was lying in his bed, and suddenly the sentry comes, and like the Raja is alarmed because the sentry looked very worried. So the sentry said, Janaka Raja उठिए, वो हमारे शत्रु हम पे अटैक किया है. That means the enemy has attacked on our kingdom. So you have to go for the war. So Janaka Raja was like alarmed, and he went up, and he took all his weapons, and he took his battle force, and then he went to the battlefield, and there was a very like terrible battle, and then Janaka Raja he was defeated in the battle. So he was completely exhausted, defeated, he was bleeding, and in this condition then the new king of that kingdom, he said that now this kingdom is not yours, now this kingdom is mera rajya hai abhi, so now this kingdom is mine. So if since you are a king, I will not kill you, but I will exile you from the kingdom. You go out of the kingdom. So Janaka Raja was literally exhausted. So he goes out, he walks and he goes out. And also the people of the kingdom, they also refused to help Janaka Raja, because they said that the new king, he's very fierce. So if we help you, he'll kill us. So nobody helped him. So he walked on and on and on, and then he crossed one kingdom. And when he crossed the other kingdom, then he saw that there was a queue, and poor people were given food, food was being served to poor people. So he stood in that queue, and by the time he reached, his turn came for the food was almost empty. So the person who was giving the food, he said that only a little bit of starch is left in the in the bottom of the vessel, so I can give you that if you want. So Janaka Raja said, okay, give me that. So he took a bowl and he gives that starch in that, and he gives to Janaka Raja. And Janaka Raja, with his trembling hand, he was like about to put the bowl in his mouth, and at that time a kite, a cheel, it comes and knocks the bowl down. And as it knocks the bowl down, the entire starch falls down, and Janaka Raja is like, he was completely, now he couldn't take it anymore, so much of pain, and he couldn't take it anymore. So he fell down in the ground completely exhausted, hahakar karte hue. That was the language of the monk who said it to Swami Sarvapriyananda. Now then he heard the sentry calling him, Raja, kya hua? Janaka Raja, kya hua aapko? So what happened to you, king? So then he opens his eyes, and then he realizes that the entire thing was a dream. It was just a nightmare. Nothing as such happened. There was no word, there was no nothing. He was just sleeping, and it was a dream. But Janaka Raja had a very analytical mind. So he thought that now it's that, like whatever I saw in the dream, nothing is there now. So is this true or is that true? Is that true? Ye sach ya wo sach. The one I saw in the dream, which felt so real, is that true or is this true? So now the sentry is confused, couldn't understand what he's saying. Ye sach ya wo sach. Couldn't understand. He called the minister. Minister came and asked, what happened, king? He's like, ye sach ya wo sach. Then the Rani, the queen, was called. And the queen said, what happened to you, old man? And he again said, ye sach ya wo sach. So nobody could make out what is happening. The entire kingdom, all the people of the kingdom were sitting, and no work is being done, because the Raja is only saying one thing, that ye sach ya wo sach. So at that point of time, Ashtavakra Muni, he was going through the kingdom, and he heard what happened to the king. So he came to visit the king. So when he came to visit the king, he asked king, what happened to king? How are you? Then the Janaka Raja said, ye sach ya wo sach. Now Ashtavakra Muni he's a very intellectual person. He knows everything, what is going on in the mind of the king. So he said, Janaka Raja, at this point of time, whatever is there, the queen, the minister, the sentry, the entire people of the kingdom, whatever is there, are you experiencing this or not? Are you able to see this or not? Now tell me that whatever you saw in the dream, like the entire defeat, the battle, the loss of food, anything, is all those things over here? Whatever you're seeing now, are those things here? So the king said, no, nothing is there. There was complete defeat, and I was bleeding, and none of this is here. So then Ashtavakra Muni said, and whatever you are seeing now, the queen, the minister, the sentry, your kingdom, was all of this in the dream there? So he said, no, none of this was there, only defeat, and defeat was there. So then Ashtavakra Muni said, then Raja, na ye sach, na wo sach. Neither this is true nor that is true. So now Janaka Raja was shocked. He was like, the next question which arises is, so is nothing true? क्या कुछ भी सच नहीं है? Then Ashtavakra Muni said, now here at this present moment, whatever you're seeing around you, the queen, the minister, the sentry, are you experiencing this or not? Are you seeing this or not? Then he said, yes, I'm experiencing this. And then he said, and in the dream, all that defeat, battlefield, all those things, did you experience it or not? And then Janaka said, yes, I experienced it, although it might be false, but I experienced it. Whatever happened, I experienced the pain. So then Ashtavakra Muni said, तो राजा ना ये सच ना वो सच, तुम ही सच. That means neither this is true, the waking state, whatever you're seeing, neither that, the dream state is true. But the witness who is seeing the waking state and who saw the dream, the witness you are the truth. So through the entire presentation today, we are going to find out the meaning, the philosophy behind this story. So let's move forward. Okay. So now the ego, now I'm going to tell you something about who you are, the ego, I, or the knower, and the world, which is also known as prapancha in Sanskrit. Okay, let's see the thing. At this present moment, you're seeing the waking world. Whatever is around you, whatever your experience is, you're seeing the waking world. So you are the waker right now. The waker sees the waking world, not you are the waker. Let's not take it that way. So the waker sees the waking world. Okay. So that means the physical body, through all the senses, you are experiencing this. You can touch those things, you can feel those things. So the waker is associated with the physical body and the sensory organs. Now, while in the dream, then the dreamer saw the dream world. Maybe the dream world, was constructed out of the mind. Whatever we experienced in the real world, we make it the mind makes a khichdi out of it and then puts in the form of a dream. But the dreamer actually experienced the dream world. Okay, and when a person is sleeping, complete deep sleep, then there is a sleep blankness. We cannot call it a world because there's no world in the sleep, in the blankness. There's only blankness. Then the waking world and dream world, they're put in a mass and which is not expressed in the form of a world. Okay, so it's complete blankness which we experience when we are in deep sleep. Okay. Now, according to the Upanishad, according to the 7th mantra of the Mandukya Upanishad, is saying that apart from the waker, dreamer or sleeper, apart from the waking world, dream world, sleep blankness, there is a fourth one which is called the Turiya. Now, don't get confused by the word Turiya. Turiya literally means number 4, only number 4. Okay, so he's saying that there's only one Turiya, and this Turiya is the one who is the witness of the waking world, dream world and the sleep blankness. But the thing is, we are not aware of anything as such. We are aware of the waking world which we are experiencing now. We are aware of the dream world which we sleep. We are even aware of the sleep blankness, because when we get up from sleep, we can understand that yeah, I had a deep sleep and then I woke up. So you know that you are in a complete blank state. You know. But who is this who is saying that this is my waking state? That was my dream state and that was my deep sleep state. Who is that? Who is the one who is saying that my waking state, my dream state, my sleep state, that one is the Turiya. That is Turiya. The witness of all these 3 states. Okay. So this is the answer to the question, who am I? Who are you? You are Turiya. You are the witness. You are the consciousness. Okay. Let us understand this with the help of an example. I know it sounds very abstract when I say you are something. It's very difficult to understand of like something I'm not aware of. How can I be that? Okay, let us understand with the help of a simple example. Suppose there is a bangle, there's a necklace, and there is a ring. Okay. Now, if a person says, now you can only say that these are only different form, name, and function, but the reality is the gold. The bangle is made of gold. The necklace is made of gold. The ring is made of gold. So you cannot say that, like, see, if you melt the bangle, then is the gold gone? No, the gold survives, but the bangle is gone. Then the gold is again made into a necklace. Okay, but is the like gold gone? No, the gold is made into a necklace. Again, the necklace is melted and made into a ring. The gold survives. So in and through the bangle, necklace, ring, what is the one which is always present, which is always there? That is the gold. That is the gold. Now this gold, can you find gold separate from the bangle, necklace, and ring? If you say a person that I am taking the bangle, necklace, and ring, now you find the gold, will the person be able to find it? No, you have to search for the gold inside the bangle, well, in the bangle, in the necklace, in the ring. So if a person thinks that the bangle is equals to gold, then that person is, then when the bangle is melted, that person will think that the gold is gone. But the same gold is made into necklace, so the gold is not gone. These are only different forms. This is the appearance through which the gold is being appearing through like different forms. So in and through the bangle, necklace, ring, there's only one reality, and that is the gold. Similarly, through the waking, dream, and the sleep blankness, there is one reality, one consciousness, one turiya, which is in and through. You have to search for it in the waking state. While you in the, you cannot think that it is apart from the waking state, dream state, and sleep state. No, it is in and through all of that. So you have to search for it in and through all of that. You cannot think like it is separate. No, it's not separate. It is in and through. It is being expressed in and through all of the states. Okay, let's move forward. So, like I said, Turiya, or we can call it the consciousness, the witness of all the state, it is being expressed as the waking world. When you see the waking state, when your physical body, through the physical body, the consciousness is expressing itself, and through all of these things, the consciousness is expressing itself, the physical body, the senses, all of this is actually the consciousness expressing itself. Okay, but it's not, you cannot say that Mr. X is consciousness. No, not like that. But it is the one which is illuminating all the states. In the dream state also, the one who is experiencing that, the mind is seeing the dream, the one who knows that it's a dream, that is the consciousness. Similarly, in deep sleep also, when you get up and you feel that I was in deep sleep, I had a complete blank sense, and I was in deep sleep. So that person who knows that you are in deep sleep, that is the consciousness, and you are that. So it's basically Turiya Muktika is nothing separate from the waker, dreamer, sleeper, but it is the one which is in and through, it is expressing itself in and through the waking state, in and through the dream state, and in and through the sleep state. So it is the one which is illumining all of this, and it is the one which is always present, always survives, is the ultimate consciousness. So that is all for today. I'll come up with the continuation of this video because it's very difficult to complete the entire topic and to clarify all the things in just one video. So there will be a series of video on this particular topic. Thank you for hearing. Jai Ma, Shamiji and Thakur.
गतिस्त्वं त्वमेका भवानी